Little John here. Today we're going to be looking at the dynamic runner hamstring stretch, which is a great exercise to stretch your hamstring. But what's really nice is that it gets the muscle from both sides so that you get more out of the exercise itself. Along with the fact that we can make it dynamic, which allows us to warm up for any type of activity, whether it's running, jiu-jitsu, cycling, whatever it might be. Or you can also make it static and make it more of a recovery, trying to change that muscle length type of stretch. So to get started, I'm going to stretch my left hamstring, so I'm going to have my left leg in front, with my right leg slightly behind me. From here, my left knee is slightly bent, and then I'm going to have this nice arch in my back, so my pelvis is going to be tilted forward. The reason being this is so important is that this allows us to stretch our hamstring from both sides, right? Our hamstring runs from the bottom of our pelvis here all the way down and attaches at the knee. So if I round my back forward like this, my pelvis doesn't move, and now I'm only stretching my hamstring at the knee. Whereas if I tilt my pelvis and then lean forward and I keep this nice arch in my back, now I can already feel a stretch already, unfortunately. But now my pelvis moves with me and I'm stretching the hamstring at the knee as well as where it attaches at my pelvis. So from here, I'm leaning forward. I'm holding on to just a box here, but you can use a chair, a couch, a railing, whatever it might be. And I'm going to bring my left hip over my left ankle. So you can kind of see if I were to draw a line from the top of my ankle straight up, my hip is not over, it's behind it. So as I bring my left hip over my ankle, now I'm stacked over this leg and then I straighten this knee. And obviously mine doesn't go very far because, like I said, I already felt the stretch earlier. So you don't have to straighten the knee all the way, just go until you feel a good stretch. You control the intensity. And then you're going to relax. You're going to hold it for like 5 seconds and then relax. And you're just going to do this 10 times on each side to warm up. Like I said, this is a really good way that hold for 5 seconds and then relax adds a dynamic movement to the exercise, which allows for a greater warm-up potential and allows your muscles to say, all right, I'm ready to move. I'm ready to work now, which is the goal. Now, if you wanted to hold this stretch for a longer period of time, you definitely could. You could hold it for 30 to 60 seconds, but typically that's best for any type of recovery or a stretch that you're not doing before exercising. Now, if you want, say you're not like me, which hopefully you're not, and you don't feel a stretch this high up, what you can do is you can either bring your elbows down or just lower the height of what you're leaning to. So if I set up the exact same way and I lean forward like this, I'm now on a lower surface, this stretch is much more intense than I'm feeling. And I'm feeling the stretch all through this hamstring and a little bit into my calf, which is okay. That is one way to make it a little bit more intense if you're unlike me and have more flexible hamstrings. But that is how you do the dynamic runner hamstring stretch.